Good morning, Gator families. Welcome to Pod Swimming here in East Providence, Rhode Island for this morning's 8 and Under session in the February 2021 team specialty meet. So I am your host, Jeremy Abreu. I'll be taking you through the festivities here today and what should be a very exciting 8 and Under session. It has been a few months since many of these swimmers have been in a swim meet. I believe our last swim meet was in the November timeframe. So first time in the pool in a competitive situation here. We already got through the 8 under session, the 10 and under session this morning. Had a lot of fast swims, a lot of best times. Certainly expect the same here this afternoon. So I'll start off like I do every session. If you could please, someone could jump in the live chat, make sure audio and video is good. I see Lori Hero in the chat again, coming live from Jensen Beach, Florida, rooting on Ben Erickson. So Charlotte had a great morning this morning. Now we're rooting on Ben. We have Amy Kershaw checking in. Just want to get a little clarification on the audio video, make sure it's okay before we really get moving here. As you can see, your 8 and under Gators going through their warm-ups right now. They're practicing their starts on the blocks, and I'm really trying to not have a New England accent with saying my R's, so my starts and not my stots on the block here. Allison Rockland checking in. Thank you, Stacy Hurley. Perfect. Go Finn. So we're going to start off today with the first event is going to be event number 39. It is the mixed 8 and under 100-yard IM. So I don't know if you saw the heat sheet that went out. Initially, it was going to be the 8 and under 25 freestyle first. So the first event is actually going to be the 8 and under 100-yard IM. It's event 39 on your heat sheet. From there, we'll jump into the 25-yard freestyle, 25-yard butterfly, 25 breast, back, 25 breast, and then we'll finish out this session. Ooh, that was a big belly flop, I think, by someone. And then we'll finish out the session with the 100-yard freestyle. So, in taking a look at the events here today, and we have 23 people so far in the live stream. So once again, thank you for taking the time to join us here this afternoon, or this morning, I should say. It's almost afternoon. Well, it's mid-morning, really, Jeremy. I'm all out of sorts today, folks. This is my two swim meets yesterday. If you count each session today as an individual swim meet, and it basically is, there's 5 sessions today, 5 tomorrow. I have another one on Monday. So it's been a long weekend already in bringing you the action here from Pods. So as we take a look at the top times coming into the meet here. So in the 100 IM, your top time is going to belong to Lucy Kershaw. She's clocking a 2:00:00. So she'll be in lane 3 in heat 2. So we take a look at the 25-yard freestyle here. Your top time belongs to Hannah Diaz with a 26:14. If you take a look at the 25-yard breaststroke, top time belongs to Olivia Lundstrom with a 25:56. The 25 breaststroke, top time belongs to Violet Widsmall with a 37. No, excuse me. The 25-yard breaststroke, the top time belongs to Lucy Kershaw. Sorry. At a 29:41. Then if we go to the very end, the top time in the 100 freestyle coming into the event today, once again, Lucy Kershaw with a 1:56 flat. I don't know. Those times don't look right. I think this is the first time a lot of these swimmers have swam the 100 because they all end in 00. So we'll see about that. As the timers have made their way behind the starting blocks, we wanted to give a warm thank you to all of the parent volunteers for this weekend. Certainly a different experience not having all of the different parental jobs and responsibilities that we typically do at Brown, but we appreciate all of the parents who have volunteered to time and help us out here this weekend. Same with the officials, Ken Cartwright, Dick Parasol, Abby Marino as well. And also, I'd be remiss if I didn't give Coach Caitlin Grant. So Coach Caitlin's birthday is today. So I should have announced her in the 10 and under session. I didn't, but I'm going to make sure I keep giving her a plug every day here. You'll see Caitlin on the far end of the pool right now talking to Coach Mike Connors. So Caitlin, very instrumental to the program here at Gators, making this be a well-oiled machine, so to speak. So happy birthday to Caitlin out there. Caitlin Grant here today. So as you see, the warm-ups are winding down. Our first event is going to be the mixed 8 and under 100 IM. Swimmers aren't lined up yet, but we will have in lane 2 Daria Derevienko, in lane 3 Violet Woodsmall, and in lane 4 we will have Colin Wallace. So we'll have 3 events here in the 100 IM. We are primed to get started very soon. It looks like the officials are ready. The timers are ready. As you can imagine, this is one of the most fun sessions of the day, the 8 and under. It's a little bit like herding cats with these kids on the sidelines here, but Pods has done a great job of keeping them all socially distant and making sure that masks are on. Typically, the only time you won't see the kids in a mask is when they're in line to swim or about to swim. So we are waiting for these 8 and unders to get lined up here for the first event, which will be once again on your heat sheet, event number 39, the 8 and under 100 yard IM. Lane 2 will be Daria Derevienko.
Our first event, event 39, mixed 8 and under 100 yard individual medley.
Lane 3 will be Violet Woodsmall. Lane 4 will be Colin Wallace. So once again, the 100 IM, each swimmer will swim 1 lap each of freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke, and fly, not in that particular order. Okay, so the swimmers are starting to get lined up here. Once again, we had a great first session here this morning with the 9 and 10-year-olds. A lot of best times. You'll see that we've added, for this meet, they do have the timing system set up. If I zoom in really quick here, you can see on the far end of the pool there is a really, really small TV, which is serving as the scoreboard. I will do my best to bring you the time of the top, at least the top swimmer or the top 2 swimmers in each heat. It is very difficult to see though, and it does not stay on the screen long after the race. So I'll do my best here. Swimmers are lined up, folks. Here we go. This is heat 1, the mixed 8 and under, 100 yard IM. And they are off. So once again, Derevienko in 2, Woodsmall in 3, Colin Wallace in lane 4. As these swimmers are swimming the most grueling part of the 100 IM right now, which is the butterfly. So it's Derevienko in lane 2 to the wall first. She's transitioned over to backstroke with Violet Woodsmall. So Woodsmall keeping pace with Derevienko here. In lanes 2 and 3, for your viewing orientation, lane 1 is at the top of the screen, while lane 6 is the closest to the viewing position. And it looks like Violet Woodsmall has jumped into the lead a little bit here. We have Derevienko and Woodsmall both basically at the wall at the same time here as they transition over into breaststroke. You see Colin Wallace about to make that turn as well. Derevienko in 2, Woodsmall in 3. Violet with a very smooth breaststroke here has enabled her to take a little bit of a lead here on Derevienko in lane 2. Wallace has also made up some ground on the breaststroke here. So let's see what happens as both of these young swimmers make the turn for home. And it is Violet Woodsmall in lane 3 who has accelerated off the wall. She's hit the flags, and it will be Violet Woodsmall in lane 3, your winner of the 100 IM. Colin Wallace making a late push here in lane 4. He's going to try and pass Derevienko at the finish. It's going to be Derevienko in lane 2. So Woodsmall, Derevienko, and Wallace in that order. Heat 1 of your 100 IM. It looks like Woodsmall clocked at 2:07. Derevienko at 2:17. And Wallace, I can't tell. It's gone. Sorry, folks. So, good start to the session here this morning. The Woodsmall family is fired up. We have another Woodsmall about to compete. So this will be Heat 2 of the 100 IM. In lane 2 will be Hannah Diaz. In lane 3, Lucy Kershaw. Lane 4, Tate Rockland. And lane 5, Vivian Woodsmall. So you had Violet last race. You got Vivian this race again. Lane 2, Diaz. 3, Kershaw. 4, Rockland. Lane 5, Woodsmall. This is Heat 2 of the 100 IM. So we're up to 39 people on the live stream so far. So good showing right away here for this 8 and under session. 38, 30, we're up to 39. So we're probably going to break 40 people. So we appreciate all of you taking the time here to join us. It's going to be Vivian Woodsmall in lane 5. She's first to touch, followed by Hannah Diaz in 2. So Woodsmall in 5, Diaz in lane 2. They're your leaders here as we transition over to the backstroke. Lucy Kershaw keeping pace as well in lane 3, and same with Tate Rockland in lane 4. And as they make the turn from backstroke to breast, it is Lucy Kershaw. It is Hannah Diaz in lane 2 who has taken the lead from Woodsmall. So we have Diaz in 2, Woodsmall and Kershaw, lanes 5 and 3 respectively, maintaining the pace. But it is Hannah Diaz in lane 2 who has jumped out to a lead here in the breaststroke portion. It's always interesting to see in these IM events how the leaders change depending on the stroke. So it's obvious Hannah was a very strong breaststroker there. These swimmers have all transitioned into freestyle now. Diaz maintains her lead in lane 2, but Kershaw making a push here in lane 3 as they get to the flags. Will Diaz be able to hold her off, or will it be Kershaw? And it's going to be Diaz holds her off in lane 2. Great finish between Diaz and Kershaw. So it was Diaz coming in first, Kershaw second. A mere 4/10 of a second, I believe, separated them. So great race by Hannah Diaz and Lucy Kershaw. So that'll take us back now. We're going to go into event 4, I believe. The timer should be moving to the far end of the pool here. This will be the... We go to... Okay, so the timers are moving to the far end of the pool for the 25s here. While we have a quick second, who else is checking in? Courtney Trin, Allison Rockland, Amy Kershaw, Lorraine Picard, Stephanie Diaz. We have Big Woody on there. So almost 40 folks on the live stream. Certainly appreciate everyone taking the time here today. Timers are making their way to the shallow end of the pool as we enter the 25. So the first event will be event 4, the mixed 8 and under 25-yard freestyle. We'll have a full pool in each one of these heats. So heat number 1 will feature in lane 1, Evie DeLuca, lane 2, Arden Harrison, lane 3, Carter Trin, lane 4, Carolina Self, lane 5, Ritza Liakos, and lane 6, Remy Caldwell. So following the footsteps of his older sister, Carter Trin has your top time here in heat 1. He's got a 24:53. I will not have times for you in the 25s, folks, as there are no touch pads on the far end of the pool. All right. Good clean start here. So it looks like we got lane 4, Carolina South, out to a commanding lead in this 25, and it will be Carolina South in lane 4, followed by Carter Trin in lane 3 and Arden Harrison in lane 2. So good start to the 25s here. We have Remy Caldwell in lane 6. She's about to finish up. Great job by Remy in lane 6 there. So that'll take us to heat 2 of the 25-yard freestyle. It will feature in lane 1, Elise Lundstrom, in lane 2, Aiden Kent, in lane 3, Olivia Lundstrom. Lane 4, Gwen DeLuca, lane 5, Ciaran Gamel, and in lane 6 will be Finn Hurley. So that's your lineup here for the second and last heat of the 25-yard freestyle here. Your top time coming in belongs to Olivia Lundstrom with a 19:63. So let's see if our top seed Lundstrom can capture first here. It was Ciaran Gamel off to a quick start in lane 5. It looked like he was shot out of a cannon. In lane 5, it is going to be Gamel, your winner, in lane 5, followed by Olivia Lundstrom. So she'll be your top Gators finisher. Rounding out third place will be Remy Caldwell. Excuse me, rounding out third place will be Elise Lundstrom. Sorry about that, in lane 1. So just like that, folks, 25 freestyle action has concluded, and we will move on to the mixed 8 and under 25-yard butterfly. There will be 2 heats. Heat 1 will feature in lane 2, Ben Erickson, in lane 3, Tate Rockland, in lane 4, Daraya Derevyanko, and in lane 5, Ciaran Gamel will get right back out and right back in. So the one thing about these, I call them turbo speed meets, is there's not a lot of time between events for a lot of these swimmers. So whereas they're used to a session taking 2.5 to 3 to maybe even 4 hours, these sessions are typically done in about an hour's worth of time. So the great news is you have more of your day to do what you want to do. The bad news is your kids don't have a lot of time to rest in between their races. So the swimmers are making their way to the blocks. We're going to have Ben Erickson in 2, Rockland in 3, Derevienko in 4, Gamel in 5. So there's 4 swimmers. I see 3 making their way to the block, so we may have a scratch here. I'll let you know in a second. So it looks like, do we have a scratch here? Yeah, it looks like we are going to have a scratch. So Ciaran Gamel from Crimson will be scratched. So once again, lane 2, Erickson, lane 3, Rockland, lane 4, Derevienko. That's your order here. Lane 1 is at the top of the screen. Lane 6 is the closest to me. So as we move along here in the 25 fly, it looks like Derevienko in lane 4 in the lead, but Tate Rockland in lane 3 making a late push, and it will be Tate Rockland in lane 3 out touching Derevienko in lane 4 here. So great finish by your 25-yard butterflies, and that'll move us to our second and final heat of the 25-yard butterfly, which will feature in lane 1, Vivian Woodsmall, lane 2, Lucy Kershaw, lane 3, Hannah Diaz, lane 4, Olivia Lundstrom, lane 5, Colin Wallace, and in lane 6, Violet Woodsmall. So the Woodsmalls battling out against each other here. Bookending it, lane 1 and lane 6, Vivian in 1, Violet in 6. Kershaw in 2, Diaz in 3, Lundstrom in 4, Colin Wallace in lane 5. So this will be heat 2 of 2 of your 25-yard butterfly here this morning. All right, and this time it was Vivian Woodsmall out like a rocket in lane 1. So it does look like Vivian Woodsmall in 1. Let's see here as they hit the wall, and it will be Woodsmall in 1. Diaz in lane 3. I had a little bit of an obstructed view on lanes 4, 5, and 6. But looked like Vivian Woodsmall taking heat 2 from lane 1. Hannah Diaz in lane 3 coming in second. Great race all the way around. And that is a quick wrap on the 25-yard butterfly. We'll move into the 25-yard backstroke, which will have 3 heats. In heat 1 and lane 2 will be Remy Caldwell. Lane 3 will be Arden Harrison. And in lane 4 will be Evie DeLuca, all from Gators. Harrison comes into this heat with the top time in heat number 1, the 31:46 here. So we'll see if she can build on that. Looks like the officials are at the scorer's table for some sort of meeting of the minds here. While the first heat of our backstrokers are making their way. And I got to tell you, like I said earlier, this is the most fun group to watch. These kids are so stinking cute at this age. And to be out here competing the way they are is unbelievable. So we're happy to bring this to you here, of course, with the COVID situation. Still unable to have spectators inside the building. So this is the next best thing. And, like many have said, this is actually the best thing because you can be home on your couch, relaxing, watching it on the big screen, Although I would think many of you are probably out in your cars in the parking lot. So maybe you're watching it on a tablet or your phone. Hopefully you're comfortable, and we're ready to go here with the 25-yard backstroke. Once again, in lane 2 will be Remy Caldwell. In lane 3, Arden Harrison. And in lane 4, Evie DeLuca.
25-yard backstroke. 8-1.
Okay, the ladies have made their way into the water very delicately.
Take your mark.
So from top to bottom, it's going to be Caldwell, Harrison, and DeLuca. Caldwell in 2, Harrison in 3, DeLuca in 4. It is Arden Harrison out to the early lead here in lane 4, followed closely by DeLuca in 3, followed closely by DeLuca in 4. Caldwell doing a good job also in lane 2. Let's see who we have here, and it's going to be DeLuca. It's going to be Evie DeLuca in lane 4. With your finish, Arden Harrison right behind, Remy Caldwell right behind her. So great race there by Caldwell, Harrison, and DeLuca in our opening heat of the 25-yard backstroke. We're going to swing you around to the starting blocks here for heat 2, which will feature in lane 2, Ritza Liakos. In lane 3, Ciaran Gamel. In lane 4, Ben Erickson. And lane 5, Carter Trin. So I see Gamel, Erickson, and Trin lined up. See, Lorraine Picard, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You're home on the couch. You're not in an 80-degree pool, hot and uncomfortable. It's a best case scenario. All right, kids are ready to go here. Liakos in lane 2 will be a scratch.
Take your mark.
So Gamel in 3, Erickson in 4, Trin in 5. Erickson out to a little lead at about the 12-yard mark. Too close to call here, though, between Gamel, Erickson, and Trin. Although I think Gamel in lane 3 is going to be your winner. So it will be Gamel, Erickson, and Trin in that order. 1, 2, 3. Here in heat number 2 of your 25-yard backstroke. Great race all the way around there. And folks, this will bring us to heat 3 of 3 of your 25 back. We'll feature in lane 1, Elise Lundstrom. In lane 2, Carolina Self. Lane 3, Olivia Lundstrom. Lane 4, Gwen DeLuca. Lane 5, Finn Hurley. And in lane 6 will be Aiden Kent. So this is your final heat of backstroke here today at Pods.
Take your mark.
So it's Lundstrom in lane 3 out to the early lead. That's Olivia Lundstrom. And it looks like it will be Lundstrom. Olivia Lundstrom in lane 3, followed very closely by the rest of the field. Very tough to tell who touches in what order. But we did have Olivia Lundstrom, your Heat 3 winner there, followed in some order by Elise Lundstrom, Carolina Self, Gwen DeLuca, Finn Hurley, and Aiden Kent. So great job by all of the backstrokers there. You'll be able to catch their times on Meet Mobile after the fact here. As we move into the final 25 of our program, which will be the breaststroke, there'll be 2 heats. Heat 1 will feature Colin Wallace in lane 1, Ben Erickson in lane 2, Violet Woodsmall in lane 3, Daria Derevyanko in lane 4, Carolina Self in lane 5, and Arden Harrison in lane 6 here. As this meet is flying by, I'm sure all of you parents are extremely excited about having the day not completely consumed by swim and only losing about an hour or two on this nice but cold Saturday morning here in East Providence, Rhode Island. Your breaststrokers are lining up. Once again, it will be Wallace in lane 1, Erickson in 2, Woodsmall in 3, Derevyanko in 4, Self in 5, and Harrison in lane 6 here. As the swimmers make their way to the starting blocks here, will be underway momentarily. Got some big smiles there. Actually, you got Violet Woodsmall with a big smile there in lane 3. She's ready to go. Seems to be a little clerical updating at the scorers table here. As soon as they're ready, I'll tell you, these swimmers are ready. We're ready to go here. Officials are ready, folks. This is heat 1 of the mixed 8 and under 25-yard breaststroke. Good clean start. No DQs. Always good to see. Oh, maybe there is a DQ somewhere along the line. So it's Erickson in 2 and Derevyanko in 4. So far out in the lead, Violet Woodsmall making a move here in lane 3 and Wallace in lane 1. And it may be Wallace who, it is Colin Wallace in lane 1. He's going to be your winner here, folks. Very tough to see the exact order and who touches, but it was Colin Wallace in lane 1, your heat 1 winner. That'll take us to our final heat of breaststroke, which will feature in lane 1, Hannah Diaz. In lane 2, Vivian Woodsmall. Lane 3, Lucy Kershaw. Lane 4, Ciaran Gamel. Lane 5, Olivia Lundstrom. And in lane 6 will be Tate Rockland. So we have our full complement of swimmers here. Gamel giving his coach a thumbs up here. She's ready to go in lane 4. So much credit to all the coaches here as well. So from the Gator side, Coach Connors, Coach Jamie Pascal, Coach Susan Pascal, getting these young kids ready for the meet here. And it is Ciaran Gamel in lane 4. He's from Crimson. He's out to an early lead, and he will be your winner. Looks like Lucy Kershaw in lane 3 and Olivia Lundstrom in lane 4, pacing right behind him there. So good race here as we close out in the 25s. And believe it or not, folks, if I am not mistaken, this is going to take us to our last event of the session, which will be the mixed 8 and under 100-yard freestyle. There are 3 heats. In heat 1 will feature in lane 2, Elise Lundstrom. In lane 3, Finn Hurley. And in lane 4, Arden Harrison. So 3 heats here. I don't believe any of these kids have swam the 100 freestyle before. Looks like all of these times are made up times. So see what happens here. Timers have made their way back to the deep end of the pool.
Event 8, mixed 8 number 50-yard freestyle.
Oh, okay. Nope, I was wrong with the event. I must have missed something. I did. This will be event 8, the mixed 8 and under 50 free. So in lane 2 will be Gwen DeLuca. 3, Olivia Lundstrom. 4, Ciaran Gamel.
Hit 1.
There is a swimmer in lane 5. So there is a swimmer in lane 5. I don't know who that is. They were added to the race, so I apologize for that.
Take your mark.
So Gamel swimming back-to-back events here. He steps out of the pool from the 25-yard breast right into the 50 fly here, wasting no time. Battling Lundstrom here. So it's Gamel in 4, Olivia Lundstrom in lane 3. It's Gamel to the wall first. So this will be a race for first between Ciaran Gamel and Olivia Lundstrom. And it looks like Lundstrom has pulled ahead here in lane 3. Let's see if she can keep up the pace here. Both swimmers have reached the flags, as you see Coach Mike Connors. And it is Olivia Lundstrom with the obstructed view here in lane 4, in lane 3. She's your winner, followed by Ciaran Gamel. In lane 4, Gwen DeLuca will finish up. She's in lane 2. And once again, I do not have the swimmer in lane 5's name. They weren't on the sheet, but they have done a great job here as well. So that was your 50. That was your 50 freestyle.
Nice swim.
So your lane 5 swimmer was Evie DeLuca. So great job by DeLuca there. Both DeLuca ladies, Gwen and Evie, in lanes 2 and 5 respectively in the 50 free. So it looks like we're taking a quick break in the action before we get into our last event of the morning here in the 8 and under session, which will be the 100-yard freestyle.
I want to give you a heads up. I have
All right, so heat 1 of the 100 freestyle will feature Elise Lundstrom in lane 2, Finn Hurley in lane 3, Arden Harrison in lane 4. We will have a swimmer in lane 6 doing the 25 fly. It will be Ciaran Gamel from Crimson. So Gamel will be doing the 25 fly in this next heat. Everyone else will be doing the 100 free. Lundstrom in 2, Hurley in 3, Arden Harrison in 4 when we get back going. We didn't quite break 40 viewers this morning. I thought we were going to break 40. We hung at 39 for a while, down to 36 right now. But thank you for everyone for taking the time to join us here today. Please share that link with friends and family near and far for tomorrow. Love to get these kids as much exposure as we can. I know I've heard from a lot of different families that once the swim meet is over, when they get home, at some point later in the day, they'll sit down and they'll watch the meet over. It's always a kick for these kids to hear their names being called. I do my best to make sure that everyone's name is included in the telecast here. All right, so these guys are making their way to the blocks. This will be event 40, the mixed 8 and under 100-yard freestyle. We'll have 4 swimmers, Lundstrom in 2, Hurley in 3, Harrison in 4. Gamel will be swimming the 25 fly out of lane 6.
Our final event, event 40, mixed 8 and under 100-yard freestyle. Lane 6 will be swimming 25 butterfly.
So our Gator swimmers are lane 2, Lundstrom, lane 3, Hurley, lane 4. Harrison from Crimson, we have Gamel swimming the 25 fly in lane 6.
Take your mark.
And they are off. In our final event of the day for the 8 and under session here this morning. So you'll see Gamel in lane 6. He's finishing up his 25 fly. So while he finishes up, we're going to take you in a little closer to the action with our 3 Gator swimmers. Lundstrom, Hurley, and Harrison in that order. Lundstrom in 2, Hurley in 3, Harrison in lane 4. It is Hurley in lane 3 after the first 50 who will touch the wall first. So Finn Hurley in lane 3, your leader in the 100 freestyle after the first 50, followed closely by Elise Lundstrom in lane 2. Harrison in lane 3, lane 4. So it's Hurley and Lundstrom here. Hurley in lane 3, Lundstrom in lane 2. They'll make contact with the wall and begin their race for home here in the final 25 of the 100 free, as Arden Harrison in lane 4 makes it to the wall to begin her final 25, but it will be Finn Hurley in lane 3 that will be your winner of heat 1 of the 100-yard freestyle. So Finn Hurley in lane 3, Elise Lundstrom in lane 2. She'll be in second place here as you watch her touch, and we will finish up with Arden Harrison here in lane 4, making a strong push. Hits the flags here, making a strong push to the wall at the end. So that is the 100-yard freestyle. Heat number 1. For heat number 2, we will have in lane 1, Tate Rockland. In lane 2, Carolina South. In lane 3, Ben Erickson. In lane 4, Daraya Deravienko. And in lane 5, Carter Trin. So it looks like we're going to have an open lane 6 for this event. Again, Rockland in 2, Rockland in 1, Self in 2, Erickson in 3, Deravienko in 4, Trin in 5. For heat 2 of 3 of the 100-yard freestyle. The swimmers are slowly making their way to the blocks. They don't look like an enthusiastic bunch. I'm sure that's going to change as soon as they hit the water here, as they lose their masks and get to their starting block assignments. Once again, this will be heat 2 of 3 of the 100-yard freestyle. Rockland in 1, Self in 2, Erickson in 3, Deravienko in 4, Trin in 5. Lane 6 will be open.
Take your mark.
And they're off. Clean start. No officials' hands in the air is always a good thing at the start. So no DQs here. As these young swimmers race their way toward the far end of the pool. Looks like it was Rockland in lane 1, first to make the turn. So Rockland in 1, but Carter Trin in lane 5 seems to have just about taken the lead here. So it is Carter Trin in lane 5, battling it out with Tate Rockland in lane 1. As they hit the wall for the first 50, it's going to be Rockland touching first, followed by Trin, with Self right behind them in lane 2. So this is where fatigue will start to set in a little bit for these smaller guys and gals in the pool here today. It remains Rockland, Trin, and Self. Lanes 1, 2, and 5 here in the lead, and it is Trin with the interesting flip turn here. He gets it done. He's in lane 5. It's tough to see from your viewing position. A little bit of an unorthodox turn there, but it got the job done. He did not get DQ'd, and it's really a two-horse race here. Rockland in 1, Trin in lane 5, Self in lane 2. Looks like Rockland pulling away here in lane 1. It will be Tate Rockland in lane 1, followed by Carter Trin in 2, and Carolina Self in lane 3. So Rockland, Trin, Self in that order in heat 2 of 3 of your 100-yard freestyle. And folks, this will take us to our final swim of the morning session for the 8 and unders. It will be heat 3 of 3 of the 100-yard freestyle, and will feature in lane 1, Hannah Diaz. In lane 2, Colin Wallace. In lane 3, Lucy Kershaw. In lane 4, Violet Woodsmall. In lane 5, Vivian Woodsmall. And in lane 6, it will be Aiden Kent. So that's the lineup here, folks, going into our final swim of the morning in the 8 and under session for the 100-yard freestyle. Diaz in 1, Wallace in 2, Kershaw in 3, Woodsmall in 4 and 5, Violet and Vivian respectively, and in lane 6, Aiden Kent. Officials are ready. Swimmers are ready. They'll make their way to the blocks. Folks, this is heat 3 of 3 of your 8 and under 100-yard freestyle. Another clean start here. All hands are down from the officials. Always a good thing here. So after the first 25, it looks like Kershaw is going to be your first to flip turn here. Kershaw in lane 3. Let's see if Lucy can maintain that lead at the 50-yard mark. So it is Kershaw in 3, followed by Violet Woodsmall in lane 4. Kershaw has extended the lead a little bit. Good flip turn there. Diaz and Violet Woodsmall battling for that second place position right now, as you can see, but it remains Lucy Kershaw in lane 3, who's building a little bit of a lead here. She's going to hit the flags and get to the wall here and make her flip turn for her final 25. She's got about a 2-second lead on Diaz in lane 1. So it's Kershaw in 3, Diaz in 1, Violet Woodsmall in lane 4. Those are your top 3 here. But this race is going to belong to Lucy Kershaw in lane 3. She will be the winner of your final 100-yard freestyle race of the day. She'll be followed by Hannah Diaz in lane 1 with Violet Witzmall in lane 4, rounding out the top 3. So great race from start to finish there by Lucy Kershaw, getting it done in the 100 freestyle. And folks, I believe that's a wrap on our session. Very hard to believe that we're done already, but these swimmers can take a well-deserved break because they are done, and I don't believe they are swimming tomorrow. So for the 8 and under session, you are all free and clear. We hope you enjoyed the coverage that we brought to you here today. Appreciate everyone taking the time. All of your swimmers did a fantastic job. We have one of the Witzmalls with a little wave to the camera there. So once again, I'd like to thank all the coaches, all the timers. Happy birthday to Coach Caitlin Grant. Appreciate everyone taking their time to join us here this morning. So until the next meet, we will, just a quick reminder, we will have another meet at the end of February. I don't have the dates yet. And we will have 2 meets in March. So we will have a busy February and March for all of these swimmers here. So once again, this is Jeremy Abreu signing off from Pod Swimming in East Providence for the 8 and under session. Hope you all have a great day.
Oh, I saw it. I was like, Jordan lost it too?